Ecological Purification System Part 5. Wise application of natural phenomena to make natural spring water. This is not mechanical filtration by fine sand and slow current. This is an ecological purification system. Slow means gentle for small organisms. Sand is just habitat for small organisms. Food chain is the key. Key is gentle for every small organisms. Slow sand filter spread to the warm countries. Biological activity is high in warm region. Slow sand filter was introduced to United States of America. However, winter in winter was so cold. Biological activity was weak in winter. And there were non-polluted in new continent. There were poor food for small organisms. Non-polluted water contains fine suspended solid in USA. The filter easily was blocked by suspended solid. Rapid sand filter using coagulant was developed. This is new technology. People loved the word of new technology. Then rapid sand filter spreaded to the world. Slow sand filter was completed in London in 200 years ago. The water depth is very shallow, only 38 cm. Slow sand filter was refocused. WHO published a manual in 1974. However, the depth is 1 to 1.5 meters in this manual. Huseman and Wood did not notice the role of algae. Algae grow well on the shallow river bed even in cold winter. Shallow depth acidivates algal photosynthesis and other biological activity. Shallow depth is the key. Algae grow well on the shallow slope of a slow sand filter even in cold winter. In winter, no growth of algae on the deep filter bed. I found algae grow well in shallow model even in cold winter. Shallow depth is the key for biological activity. Algae produce food for small animals. Algal growth means photosynthesis and produce oxygen. Presence of oxygen means aerobic condition, which means gentle for animal activity. Key is food chain. Large molecules are broken to small molecules under anaerobic condition, where is inside of fecal pellet. Shallow depth is better for algal growth. Slow sand filter is real ecological purification system. Food chain among small animals is the key for purification system. We consider the food size and animal size. There are short-time work and long-term action. Trap and collection time of particle by small organisms is very short. Passing time of food in small body is also very short. Complete decomposition, mineralization in the fecal pellet is long-time action. Anaerobic condition inside the fecal pellet is the real site of decomposition. Bacteria and small protozoa had not mouth. These creatures absorb and attache the substance to the surface of the body. The dissolved matters are also assimilated by the small organisms. And hungry creatures are important to trap any particles under gentle condition. There are different type of algae in different water environment. In slow sand filter pond, there is downward current from surface to the bottom. Filamentous form of algae can grow on the sand bed at the shallow depth. Aerobic condition is essential for biological activity. There is downward current. Diurnal changes of dissolved oxygen in inflow water and in filtrate water were measured. Soon after sunrise, dissolved oxygen in filtrate was rapidly increased. However, after sunset, dissolved oxygen in filtrate was supersaturated condition. I checked partial pressure of oxygen in bubbles. I found that the delay of dissolved oxygen was due to high partial oxygen pressure in the bubbles. Active photosynthesis keeps aerobic condition inside of sand layer. I investigated the seasonal change of algae in Thames filters in London from 1994 to 1996. It was 30 years ago. Filamentous green algae of Cladophora was in bloom in summer. And filamentous diatom of Melisira was in bloom in cold winter. In warm period, filamentous diatom was grow in initial days. Then, filamentous diatom was grazed by midge larvae and filamentous green algae dominated after diatom growth in warm period. Thames Water Company shifted from normal standard rate of 4.8 meter per day to double high speed of flow rate of 9.6 meter per day. Thames Water Company considered that diurnal change of dissolved oxygen in filtrate. Then, they decided the high flow rate was better to keep aerobic condition in filter for small organisms in the filter system. Aerobic condition is essential for heterotrophic organisms in the sand layer. Faster flow rate is better for small organisms in the filter. Thames Water Company accepted my idea of ecological purification system instead of mechanical filter image of slow sand filter.